But we are going to have the Zero Suit coming out versus Ike.
Yeah, definitely
I could see that being very good as rush down, not letting Ike get his setups.
Yeah, you definitely don't want Ike to get his setups because if you give him too much respect, then yeah, he's gonna make you pay a lot for it. Especially with like the moves that people talk about a lot with like neutral air into up air or just in general. You really don't want him getting those setups because if you do, that's where he's gonna get all of his damage and his kills. And Zero Suit is just really good at general avoiding.
Yeah, but we have a surprisingly aggressive opening from Tispai. Actually, he's been taking the advantage so far.
And right now, Tispai just going through an aggressive landing,
feeling out the neutral, but some big blows being thrown.
I have a feeling that Tispai was meant to hit.
Yeah. Whoa, that up smash just clipping ZSS, and that's a stock gone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Prey is expecting him to jump up, and then Tispai was just like, you think I'm going to jump here, but no, I'm just going to wait for you. And that's a smart move by Ike because Ike has a lot of good options to cover the ground, like up tilt, a short hop up air, or hell, even a
and ZSS like that really favors landing on you a lot. So if you can get the reads, it can be quite effective.
I actually don't think Zero Suit benefits by landing on you.
No, but most mid-level ZSS players tend to prefer landing on you.
Yeah, most mid-level to low-level do that because like they're like, hey, Nairo's cool, he's pretty aggressive, or Mars is cool, he's pretty aggressive. I want to be aggressive like them, and well, that's not one of the times you want to get aggressive. Ooh, good DI out.
Right now, Tispai really playing bait and punish, I see. It's not often he's been, well, taking the initiative, but landing on Nair with shield is not safe, and Prey's getting punished for that.
Yeah, absolutely not. One of the things about Ike is that while his Nair, if you parry it or if he saves it well, it's pretty much safe on shield. If he just lands on top of you with that Nair and it's just not safe whatsoever, just goodbye, and you're going to get a couple of damage. Oh, good catch.
Oh, having the setup, but Ike being pretty heavy and proper DI there. Forward tilt. Meaty forward tilt.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Ike was a little out of the percent range for that neutral air to flip kick. You definitely, for most characters, especially heavy characters, well,
probably around 100.
Around that percentage. Like, you probably would want them more like to the lower percentage actually, because as you saw there, he got the good spot of neutral air, and he ended up setting him way too high to convert off the neutral down B. So he was in no way, shape, or form going to catch him with that at all.
Okay, Prey's looking for the suck desperately. He's going to be in a scary spot in just a few hits here.
Can we just talk real quick of how that up tilt literally caught him from behind? He didn't even throw out a move. I would understand if the move was thrown out, but that up tilt actually just got him behind. Oh, Joshi's in the chat. Hello, Joshi.
Oh, that Nair to up air, though, ever present. Very terrifying setup.
Yeah, and again, here he goes looking for the setup again.
Tispai is ready to end this game right now.
Yeah, the classic Ike setup of just jumping all over your opponent, just waiting for them to make one mistake and neutral airing them.
However, you have that risk that if you get too antsy, your movements can become predictable, and Prey's will definitely not hesitate to take advantage of that.
Yes, Joshi, I said your name. Anyways, after the match. This is pretty close from what it started off as. It definitely kind of looked a little bit in Tispai's favor, especially after that second stock almost looked pretty much done at like 40%.
No, just some neutral interactions. Oh, Prey's almost got the confirm there, but Ike is still heavy. That probably won't have come, but Nair up there.
Yep, that confirmed. Yep. Prey's ended up getting a little too saucy there in the end. He tried to go for a heavy read with the side B and the up B. I
have a feeling that one was premeditated because otherwise he probably would have noticed a hit on shield and not gone for it.
Either the premeditated or he tried to get a huge read on him and unfortunately it failed hard because Tispai was already out of there before he even got that up B out. So going to game 2, Tispai obviously up 1-0. Probably going.
He had a strong opening. I have a feeling Praise was getting a slightly better idea of his rhythm going into the last stock there, but we'll see how his game plan changes up.
I definitely think Praise is doing really well. I think he's doing very well at taking opportunities, getting the openings, doing whatever he can. However, when it comes to killing or when he really wants to feel like getting him off stage, he kind of commits way too hard and it's getting him punished off.
I have a feeling he has a bit of that feeling you get with the newer character that you're playing, that sometimes he feels like he can do a bit more than he can with the character. where he has that confidence, and it doesn't always work out because his predictions aren't quite as accurate as they would be with a more familiar character.
All right, well, let's just talk about how he tried to grab him, but Zero Suit was just like, nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab you.
Oh, I think that up B wasn't exactly what he was going for.
That most likely was a side B because he
Yeah.
turned to the side. Probably, definitely misinput.
And that'll cost him a hefty 53%, but Tispai got him off stage, looking to apply some pressure. Okay, great interception by Praise.
Ooh. Good opportunity by Praise, but I would definitely probably would have seen it more below the platform because
Yeah.
that up smash goes through the platform pretty easily, and this actually might do it.
Oh,
That was questionable.
yeah, that was definitely questionable, but what is not questionable is that Praise is now up in stock for the first time in the set.
Oh my goodness, I thought if he would have gotten this fight, that would have been pretty dangerous because all he had to do right there was probably just down B, and I most definitely would have taken the stock with the down B. Well, not even the down B, just the down air.
Oh, these two players playing patient right now, looking for an opening. Praise gets it.
Yeah, what Tispai is doing, Tispai is very, should I say, patterned in his options. Like, he's throwing out the same options over and over again, and Praise is starting to adapt to what he's doing. Like, he would throw up B out anytime he feels like he can get out of it in disadvantage, or right here, whenever he's a neutral, he tries to throw out the neutral B, of course, get the classic
and
combo.
Perfect interception from Praise.
Yeah, getting that, a classic case of getting too predictable with your options and your opponent adapting.
But that is one of the Achilles heels of Ike, is you do have mix-up options, but my Ike is still very linear in the things he wants.
He is very
So
linear.
beyond like mixing up your recovery, there's sometimes not that much you can do.
There isn't too much that I can do, yes, but I definitely would love to see some friends like this. Like right
And
there.
Praise going out there, he knew that you're gonna have to delay to recover, and I'm gonna be right there to meet you.
The quick draw, the quick draw coming out. Again, Tispai getting a little predictable with the quick draws off stage. Of course, that's like pretty much like even top Ikes love the quick draw right back to the stage. But when you do it that high, it's way easier for your opponent, especially since you're that close.
Yeah.
Oh, and the eruption.
I'm interested if Tispai will change his recoveries now that he's been punished for it so many times.
Yeah, and ooh, wow, and right back into this game, easily almost a 0 to death right there.
Tispai feeling himself a little bit, practicing his movement, and we are into the last stock. Ooh, aggressive interception.
Yeah, Tispai can definitely end this pretty quickly, but Praise is again doing a good job.
And he did it again, but Praise not punishing on the right level.
Yeah, definitely not ready.
Well, he was ready, but he went for the forward smash. He thought he was going to recover lower.
Yeah, that definitely. He was going to land on the stage, not on the stage. Oh, that would have been the time for the forward smash.
So close. But that up B still intercepting.
That was
50i.
some that was some suspect DI. I do not think you should have been launched that high. That was some suspect DI.
I don't know. He got the sweet spot and he DI'd in at the proper time.
Oh, and the down beat, the air dodge. If he would have waited just a second,
Just
that
get
might
Ike
would've
off stage again. Will he side B? Yes, but he goes to ledge. Smart option.
Yeah, very smart to go to the ledge now. And up slash.
He got a little bit greedy there. He wanted the combo started.
Yeah, another option from Zero Suit. The Nair is pretty safe, especially on landing from a short hop. You're not going to be able to punish that.
Yeah.
Pretty much if they do it just right, especially as like when, again, as you mentioned before, he has very linear kill options and then that neutral air not being as fast as most sides probably would want it to be. Pretty easy to punish.
So we're going to game 3. I feel like Praise has gotten a much better grasp of the matchup and how it goes so far, but Tispai still is a strong showing. I believe either player could take this game.
Yeah, both of these guys are pretty good at adapting to one another in mid-game. It's just that one has been able to adapt pretty much harder than the other one, which is mostly Praise.
And I believe it's to his advantage, mostly that he has a better movement options overall to work around Ike's tools.
Oh yeah, Zero Suit again is a character that can most likely work around Ike's move because of how just purely of how fast all of her like options to get out are.
Also, Tispai does sometimes decide to go in, maybe when he shouldn't, and he nairs one too many times, and that just gives Praise the opening he needs.
Yeah, a hard commitment again. Once you mentioned linear options, him going in, committing hard on options that again can be read after a while and are pretty predictable, and he's getting caught for.
Oh, and a great setup from Praise, almost getting that sweet spot, but the air dodge
and
coming in
the
clutch.
whiff up there, that could have killed, but he whiffed it just barely. Good grab, just not expecting it though.
And Praise is being very patient right now, and I like it. Despite that unsafe nair, his spacing options have been much stronger in this game.
That forward air.
Yeah.
Forward slash, excuse me.
Oh, but he just straight up intercepts him with that up B. Just hard read.
That DI was against suspect, but that time he definitely did not expect that to happen. I would feel for him on that one.
I don't think anyone expected that.
Especially not us. Not us here. And it's pretty much even again, and again, into the corner.
Tispai just trying to find an opening. Oh, and he gets it.
Yeah.
And he gets a roll read. Good damage.
But these downers are starting to not work. Tispai is learning pretty well to deal with these down airs, and Tispai. And
oh, the eruption. Yeah, Praise is leaning back in his seat a bit. Like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, you definitely have to know the hitbox of that one because that has a pretty big hitbox, especially vertically. It can go across the stage if it's charged in full with the flames, and it goes pretty high above. Even without the charge, that thing has a huge hitbox.
It really does.
So Praise, yeah, kind of has to relearn of maybe how to deal with that hitbox, especially.
But he's learned at this point, even if it was a hard way. He's got a bit of a hill to climb, but he's been taking on the damage.
Yeah, he can't take too much damage though, because 0 is pretty light.
Yeah,
at
he's
least
one or two interactions away from kill percent.
If I remember, she is top 10 lightest, probably I think 8th or 9th.
Ooh, and Tispai also adapting to Praise's more predictable landing options.
I like that. I really like that. For those of you who didn't know what I was talking about, I definitely like the fact that Praise tried to sneak an up B in there while facing the other direction, because Tispai has been just standing there at the ledge pretty much for almost all 3 games. And
that B reverse up B. I'm sorry, but that was so clean. Okay, anyways.
Speaking of, that's gonna do it though. And
yeah, Tispai still taking it. I'm sorry, I got hyped for a second there.
Hey, I respect it. You gotta get hyped sometimes when you don't